Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC accountancy online classes. Students, in the previous class we have solved a problem on common size balance sheet. Now let us continue. That is page number 115. Yes, problem number 3. Page number 115, problem number 3. I will read out the problem. In the meantime, let us analyze and we will solve the problem. Okay? Yes. From the following balance sheets of Indian Industries Limited, prepare common size balance sheet. Common size balance sheet. Items are given, not bifurcated. Main headings we have to write. That's all. Share capital, you know it, comes under shareholders funds, right? Yes. Reserves and surplus again under shareholders fund. Long term loans, that is long term borrowings, right? Long term borrowings. Yes. Then trade payables, long term loans comes under non current liabilities. Non current liabilities, under that long term borrowings, right? Then trade payables, it is current liabilities, under that it will come. Then moving on to asset side, building, plant, both are fixed assets, comes under tangible assets, right? Tangible assets, that is fixed assets, under that tangible and intangible. These both items will come under tangible assets. Then inventory, that's a stock, right? Inventory comes under current asset, inventories. Cash and cash equivalents comes under current assets again, isn't it? So that's all. Let us solve the problem. Indian Industries Limited, draw the columns. Okay. Indian Industries Limited. Industries Limited. Yes. Common size balance sheet. Very easy problem, friends. Very easy concept. Comparative and common size balance sheets, isn't it? And statement of profit and loss. If it is there for your exam, board exam, then I think it is the best. Common size balance sheet of balance sheet for the year ending, you can write balance sheets because 2 years balance sheets are there for the year ending. Now refer the problem. 31st March 2016 and 31st March 2017. March 31st 2016 and March 31st 2017. Let us start. Draw the columns, particulars, isn't it? Then first amount column, second year amount column, year percentage and second year percentage. That's all. Let us move on. You start equity and liabilities, right? Equity and liabilities. 2 lakh and 2,50,000. Particulars. Here amount in rupees. 31st March 2016 rupees. 31st March 2017 rupees. And percentage. 31st March 2016 percentage. 31st March 2017 percentage. That's all. Yes. Over. I'll start now. Roman 1, equity and liabilities. Equity and liabilities. Equity and liabilities. Under that, shareholders' funds. Shareholders' funds. Under that, share capital, point A, share capital, isn't it? Share capital, how much? 2 lakh and 2,50,000. We have to take the total of assets. Total of assets as 100, 8 lakh and 9 lakh as 100, right? So now derive the percentage, how much it is. That is 2 lakh and 2,50,000. So 8 lakh means 100. 8 lakh means 100. So 2 lakh means how much? Very simple, isn't it? 25%. Is that correct? 25% of 8 lakh is equal to 2 lakh, isn't it? Then 31st March 2017, right? Amount is 2,50,000. 2,50,000. 9 lakh means 100. 2,50,000. So calculate. 9 lakh means 100. 2,50,000 means how much? So 2,50,000. 2,50,000. 2,50,000 into 100 divided by 9 lakh, isn't it? 9 lakh is equal to how much? 27.78. 27.78, right? Yes. 27.78. Yes, percentage is received. We got the percentage how much? 27.777. So make it as 27.78, right? Then reserves and surplus, isn't it? 1 lakh and 1,50,000. Point B, reserves and surplus. Under this only. And surplus, reserves and surplus, that is how much? 1 lakh and 1,50,000, right? 1 lakh, 1,50,000, 1,50,000. Now calculate the percentage, isn't it? How much this will be? 1 lakh. 8 lakh means 100. 1 lakh means 12.5%. 12.5%. 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Here 9 lakh means 100. So 1,50,000 means how much? So calculate 1,50,000 into 100 divided by 9 lakh, right? Yes, it is equal to 16.67. 16.67. 16.67. Then next one is that's all, non-current liabilities. Now point number 2, non-current liabilities. Non-current liabilities. How much it is? Non-current liabilities. That is under that which comes long-term borrowings, right? Long-term borrowings, long-term loans or long-term borrowings. Long-term borrowings or loans. In the problem it is given as loan, so write loan, long-term loans. Okay. How much it is? Long-term borrowings? 2 lakh and 1 lakh, correct? 2 lakh and 1 lakh. 2 lakh means you know it very well, 25%. We have already calculated, right? First one. Now 1 lakh, calculate 1 lakh into 100 divided by 9 lakh. 9 lakh is equal to 11.11, right? Yes, 11.11. Then comes next one is current liabilities. Third one, current liabilities. Current liabilities, under that nothing is mentioned. Trade payables are given, right? So trade payables, right under that. Point A, trade payables. Write the amount, how much it is? 3 and 4, correct? 3 and 4. 4 lakh. 3 and 4. So 8 lakh means 100. 3 lakh means how much? Calculate. 3 lakh into 100 divided by how much? 8 lakh is equal to 37.5. 37.5. That's all. No. Second part, 4 lakh means how much? 9 lakh means 100, right? So 4 lakh into 100 divided by 9 lakh, 44.44, 44.44, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's all. Now take write the total straight away. This is 8 and 9 lakh, right? 8 and 9 lakh. Yes, it is. It will be 100. It should be 100. Now calculate whether it agrees or not. 8, 7, 15, 16, 4, 20, right? Isn't it? Here 0, so 0. Yes, 100. 98, 99, 100. Yes, it is correct. Isn't it? It agrees. Now, moving on to the second part, that is assets. Underline this, double underline, is the total. Right here, total. Isn't it? Now, moving on to second part, that is liability, assets, sorry, assets. Assets. You can write in that is capital letters, uppercase letters, isn't it? Assets. Under that, first one, what is the first item? Non-current assets. Non-current assets. Under that, fixed assets. Isn't it? Fixed assets. This is A, isn't it? Under fixed assets, there are two assets, tangible assets. First one, tangible assets. How much? Tangible, there are two assets right there, building and plant. Building and plant. Make it as plus, building plus plant, isn't it? Write it together, 4 lakh and 5 lakh. 4 lakh, 5 lakh. Yes. Now calculate how much it is, isn't it? Yes. Here 4 lakh, 8 lakh means 100, isn't it? Total of assets or total of liabilities, both are one and the same. 8 lakh means 100, 4 lakh means how much? 50%, right? Very simple. Then 9 lakh means 100, 5 lakh means how much? Calculate 5 lakh into 100 divided by 9 lakh. 55.56. 55.555 it comes. So I change it as 55.56. It's done. Tangible assets over. Then second one is current assets, isn't it? Current assets. Current assets. Under that, first one, point A, inventories. Inventories, isn't it? Now write the amount, how much it is. Inventories 3.5 and 3.25, right? 3.5 and 3.25 lakh. Yes. Calculate 3.5, 3,50,000 into 100 divided by 8 lakh. 43.75. 43.75. 3,25,000, second one, 3,25,000 into 100 divided by 9 lakh, right? How much it comes? 3.25 into 100 divided by 9 lakh. 36.11, right? 36.11. It's over. One more current asset is there. That is, I think, cash and cash equivalent, correct? 50 and 75. Cash and cash equivalent. Cash and cash equivalent. I'm sorry. Cash and cash equivalent. How much it is? That is 50,000 and 75,000. 50,000 and 75,000. isn't it? Yes, 50,000 and 75,000. Calculate now. 50,000 into 100 divided by 8 lakh. How much it is? 6.25. Is that correct? 8 lakh means 100. 5 lakh means 6.25. Is that correct? I don't think so. 50,000 into 100 divided by 8 lakh. Yes, it is 6.25, correct. 6.25. Then 75,000 into 100 divided by 9 lakh, right? Calculate. 8.33. 8.33. Now, let's solve. Write the total. We get the same total, 8 lakh, because total assets is equal to total liabilities. Here 9 lakh, yes, 9 lakh, then here 93, 99, 100, it is correct, agrees. 91, 99, 99, 56, 66, 67, 70, 30, 100. So it is 100, agrees. Now draw double underline here and stop right here total. This is total assets, isn't it? This is total equity and liabilities. So your problem is solved. Common says statement of profit and common size balance sheet is done. Now let us move on to the next one, that is last problem of this chapter. Actually it is common size balance sheet. I told you I will solve that problem first and then I will take up common size balance sheets. Actually this is comparative balance sheet, right? I told you well before that while preparing that is comparative balance sheet itself. But later I thought it's better to solve it later, because otherwise you will get confused. You will search for the problem where it is. So better, as per this question bank, let us move, isn't it? So let us solve now. Yes. Now let us solve the problem, isn't it? I'll erase this because all the columns are different and items are different. Yes. Let me reload the problem now and we'll analyze, and in the meantime we'll solve the problem so that this chapter will be done. Right? Yes. Yes. Okay, fine. The following is the balance sheet of Sunstar Company Limited as on 31st March 2016 and 31st March 2017. Prepare comparative balance sheet. Balance sheet is given: share capital, reserve fund, long-term loans, trade payables, isn't it? Then assets are given: fixed assets, investments. Investments, nothing is mentioned, so we'll take it as short-term investments. Okay, we'll include under current liabilities. Current asset, isn't it? Current asset. Then inventories, current assets. So there are 2-3. That's current assets. Short-term investment is there, and inventory is there, isn't it? Inventory means stock. They told us to prepare comparative balance sheet. So let us draw the column. Write Sunstar Company Limited. Sunstar Company Limited. Sunstar Company Limited. comparative balance sheets. Comparative balance sheets. Balance sheets for the year ending March 31st 2016 and March 31st 2017. Is it correct? Yes, it is. And March 31st 2017. Yes. Draw the columns. Same columns, but heading will be different. That's all, right? Yes. Yes, write the columns. I will not write the heading. Write the heading. Particulars. Then figures as at the end of previous reporting period. Figures as at the end of current reporting period, isn't it? Yes. Come on, solve it. Two 2015-16 here, 2015-16 and 2016-17 here. 15-16, 16-17 rupees. Then absolute increase or decrease. Absolute increase plus within bracket or decrease within bracket minus absolute increase or decrease. Then here percentage increase or decrease. Percentage increase or decrease. Increase plus and decrease minus, right? Yes, that's all. That's what you have to do here. So write the column headings. Particulars 2016-17 rupees. 2015-16 rupees and 2016-17 rupees, and here absolute increase plus or decrease minus, here percentage increase or decrease. Over. Let us start. Equity and liabilities. Equity and liabilities. Roman 1, equity and liabilities. Under that, first one, shareholders funds. Shareholders funds. Funds. Under that, equity share capital. Under that, point A, equity share capital. Share capital. Equity share capital. Right here, 550 and 1050, right? Yes, 5,50,000 and 10,50,000. Now what you have to do is you have to go horizontally, horizontal analysis, comparative balance sheet, compare the figures and write increase or decrease, isn't it? Compared to previous year there is increase of rupees 5 lakh, so write it. And what is the percentage increase? For 5,50,000 means 100, isn't it? No, for 5,50,000, 5 lakh. For 100, how much? That's what you have to do. For 5,50,000, there is an increase of rupees 5 lakh. So for 100, how much is the increase? Isn't it? That's what you have to do here. So here 5 lakh, no need to write plus because nothing is mentioned, means it is plus only. If you put the bracket, then it will be minus. 5 lakh, how much it is? 90.91, 90.91. Then, what else? Reserves and surplus, reserves and surplus, reserves and surplus, reserves and surplus. How much it is? 2 lakh and 2,50,000, right? 2 lakh and 2,50,000. 2,50,000. There's an increase of rupees 50,000, right? Yes. What is the percentage increase? 25%. 25%. Then comes non-current liabilities. Second one, non-current liabilities. Non-current liabilities. Under that, long-term borrowings. Under that, long-term borrowings. Long-term borrowings, write the amount, how much it is? 1 lakh and 2,50,000. 2,50,000. There is an increase of rupees 1,50,000. Am I correct? 1,50,000. So percentage increase is 150%. 150% increase. Then comes current liabilities. Third one, current liabilities. Current liabilities, how much it is? Under that, trade payables, right? Trade payables. Payables. Yes, 1,50,000 and 3 lakh. 1,50,000 and 3 lakh. So there is an increase of 100%. Am I correct? 1,50,000 increase, which means 100%. Just doubled, right? That's all. Write the total. How much is the total of assets? So total of equity and liabilities, 10 lakh and 18,50,000. Is that correct? 10 lakh and 18,50,000. Yes, it is. So write it. 18,50,000. So it will be how much? 8,50,000 increase. So it is 85%. Is that correct? Yes, it is. 85%. So double underline. Liability side over. Yes, correct. $18,50,000 is correct. Now let us move on to the next part, that is second one, Roman 2, assets. Assets, isn't it? Under that, first one, non-current assets. Non-current assets. Under that, fixed assets. Point A, fixed assets. How much? Fixed assets. Yes, 5 and 10. 5 lakh and 10 lakh. 10 lakh. Isn't it? 5 lakh increase. So naturally 100%. Then current assets, second one, current assets. Current assets. Under that, current investments. Point A, current investments, isn't it? How much it is? 2 lakh and 2,50,000. 2,50,000. 50,000 is the increase. So there is an increase of 25%, right? Yes, it is 25%. Inventories how much? 2,25,000. 2,25,000 and 3,25,000. Is that correct? 3,25,000. How much increase? 1 lakh. 1 lakh increase. Percentage is 48.89. No confusion with calculation of percentage, right? For 2,25,000 there is an increase of rupees 1 lakh. 2,25,000 increase of 1 lakh for 100. How much? That's all. 48.89. Last one, other current assets. Point C, other current assets. Other current assets, how much it is? 75 and 2,75,000. Is it correct? Yes, it is. 75,000 and 2,75,000. So there is an increase of rupees 2 lakh. 2 lakh. Percentage is 266.67. Right? Total is, yes, 10 lakh. Here 18,50,000. 18,50,000. Here 8,50,000. And here again that is 85%. 85%. That's all, isn't it? Write here total. Here also write total. Total. Your problem is solved, isn't it? Yes. Let's solve what you have to do. With this, friends, our analysis of financial statements comes to an end. Now we have only 2 chapters left. One a bit bigger chapter, lengthy chapter, and the other one is small one. I think a maximum of 15 hours I need to cover this syllabus. Next chapter is ratio analysis. There only formula you have to remember, that's all. And you should know what item in the formula means what. That's all. They will give you the balance sheet or statement of profit and loss. And you have to take the required figure as per your formula and you have to calculate the ratio or percentage or whatever the name you call. So that is ratio analysis. I think 10 to 12 classes are enough for that. Then 4 to 5 hours for cash flow statement, very small chapter. With that we will conclude our syllabus, right? Now take down assignment, solve this problem, Sun Star Company Limited comparative balance sheet, and submit assignment on time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.